prove it. You know what I mean? You already know how I feel about the Sixers and what they got going on. They're gonna have to prove it. It is what it is, bro. Like, hey, listen, I can't even argue with you right now. Quentin Grimes driving hard in the paint, misses it, and there's no foul call, and this is a wrap. So the Sixers will lose this game. Let's just get straight to the dang on halftime show because at the end of the day, bro, like the Sixers gonna take this L. Final score. Let's hit the final scores real quick. They swing the ball around. A three by Karis LeVert, or is that Karis LeVert, or is that Javante Green for three? I'm not sure who shot it, but they brick it for chicken. Rebound by Tyrese Maxey. He's going to shoot the three. He's going to brick it for chicken. And that's the end of the game. So it's 114 to 105 final score. Now allow me to talk that talk. You know what I mean? Allow me to talk that talk and keep it real.
That
It's the post game show reaction right after the game. And the Sixers are now 7-5, I believe. And the Pistons are 11-2, I believe, right? Pistons deserve to get this dub. They played better than the Sixers when it comes to hustle plays. And that's the one thing that I always talk about, hustle plays. Those are the things you just wanted more. The Pistons wanted it more. And the Pistons, just like the Sixers, don't have. Oh, by the way, player of the game is Javante Green, 21 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 3 and 9 from three, 8 and 9 from the free throw line. And he had 9 rebounds. Season high, Javante Green, guard number 31 for the Detroit Pistons. But by the way, so the Detroit Pistons, I know for they don't have Jalen Green. Or is it Jalen? Is it? No, my bad. Jalen Duren. My bad. Jalen Duren. They didn't have Cade Cunningham. They didn't have Thompson. They didn't have a couple of their players, man. And for them to beat us, the 76ers, when we have Tyrese Maxey, VJ Eshcombe, when you have Kelly Oubre Jr., you have some of these players that are starters, right? And I'm just saying, bro, like, I just feel like, how did we lose to a Pistons team and it's pretty much their bench? You know what I mean? And I'm going to hold them accountable. There ain't no excuses for this L. I don't care. They just play bad. That's one thing about your boy Mike Sports Vibes. I'm gonna keep it real, bro, and I'm gonna talk that talk.
Talk that talk.
They got destroyed in the fourth quarter. They had a great third quarter, and shout out to my guy. He said, if you have a good third quarter, you're going to have a bad fourth quarter because we usually have a bad third quarter and we have a pretty good fourth quarter. So it was the opposite today. We lost 26-15 in that fourth quarter, y'all, and we won in the third quarter 36-25. Let me say that one more time. We lost 26-15 in that fourth quarter, y'all.
Talk that talk.
Unacceptable. And the thing about the Sixers is the hustle plays for me. The thing about the Sixers is the hustle plays for me. The defensive rebounds, the offensive rebounds, the transition defense. I think defense is bigger than just talent, right? I think, of course, you have to have talent. But you got the talent on defense, but you don't have the hustle. You don't have the drive. You don't really care about defense. All you care about is scoring. Our transition defense was absolutely terrible when it counted the most in this game. When it counted the most in this game, our transition defense was terrible. Our man-to-man defense was terrible. It was a layup drill, in my honest opinion. And yes, I like Adem Bona, but they drive past him. If he doesn't get the dunk, they're driving right past him. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
And this is why we need Joel Embiid to come back and be Joel Embiid, because he's our only hope when it comes to the center position, when it comes to consistency. Drummond's not a starter. Adembona's not a starter. And that's just the bottom line to it. And we can't play too small because it'll be a layup drill even more than what it is with Drummond and Adembona playing as center. So we got to figure it out. But the biggest thing about this game, right? Because it's pretty much even when it comes to points in the paint. When it comes to steals, they got more blocks. We tied when it comes to total rebounds. We shot better from the free throw line, 13-15, and they shot 15-18 from the free throw line. What really cost us the game was these 3-pointers. And like I said, our transition defense, our man-to-man defense is just not good. It's just not good. Like, we got to figure something out. I don't know what the answer is besides the only thing I can say is Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Jarrett McCain coming back. But even though, and I'm not blaming this loss, like, listen, we should have won this game. I'm not blaming the loss on those 3 players. We should have beat the Pistons today, y'all. Tonight. We should have beat them. There ain't no excuses why we lost. But let's talk a little bit deeper, right? And I'm gonna get to the box score and everything and all the points and all that. Why can't they run a play? How come in the half court? This is why when we say when we say half court running an offense, why you need a point guard. Like, I love our hybrid point guards. The best point guard, I'm talking about traditional point guard on this team. You want to know who it is? He's in the G League right now. His name is Jared McCain. Yes, I like Tyrese Maxey. Yes, Tyrese Maxey can pass the ball, right? But he's a scorer playing as a traditional point guard. Same with VJ Edgecombe. He's a scorer. He's not a traditional point guard. Yes, he's a very good defender. He's a scorer, though, y'all. We don't have someone that could run a half-court offense. We don't have that point guard. The point guard is pretty much the quarterback of the NBA. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
And we don't have that. It's like they let the clock go all the way down to 5 seconds, and then Tyrese Maxey tries to make it happen and shoot a bad 3 or a bad step back mid-range jump shot. And I love Tyrese Maxey, but we have to figure out something, and that's coaching as well. Where's the screens? Where's the pick and rolls? Where is the ball movement? Why is it so stagnant? And nobody can blame Joel Embiid. Nobody can blame Paul George. This is on what's going on right, like what we have on the floor right now. We didn't see Joel Embiid making the offense stagnant. This offense looks stagnant. It looks like it's like struggling to get a good shot off. And I'm not saying the Pistons aren't playing good defense, so I don't want to take anything away from the Pistons. They deserve to win this game, 114 to 105. But at the end of the day, let's keep it real. Where is the play calls for, like, Nick Nurse out of the timeout? Like, let's run an offense, bro. Why does it seem like they struggle every single game to make the simple stuff easy stuff? They like, listen, we got to figure it out. And listen, it's early in the season, but before you know it, we're gonna be mid-season, and I'm not this excuse, this so-called excuse. We can't have it, bro. We're 7-5. We're not looking the best. And I'm listen, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this. Let's get to the all right, so let's see what else was going on. But yeah, we got to figure it out, man. All right, let's get to all right, so let's go with the game stats. So Pistons, their starting lineup was Holland, Green, Jenkins, and Robinson. Robinson had 15 points. Green had 21 points. Jenkins had 19 points. And Holland had 9, and Reed had 10. That was pretty much their whole starting 5 had double-digit points besides Holland. He had 9, right? And then when you go to the bench, Isaiah Stewart had 14 points off the bench, and Karis LeVert had multiple threes in that fourth quarter. He was very clutch for the Pistons because, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, Karis LeVert at the end of the game really got them the dub. Like, he was the energy that they needed to push them over the top. He made a couple of threes, and it was like, oh gosh, man, crossing balls up, hitting threes. It was crazy. But so yeah, that's 28 points off the bench just for them 2 players alone. And yeah, so that's pretty much the game right there. It's like the game was pretty much even all game. You know what I'm saying? It's just the better team won because they have better coaching and they play better. Even their bench players, even though they play most of their bench, they play better than some of our starters. Let's just keep it real. And like and I'm not blaming Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Jared McCain for this loss. This loss is on the coach and the players that's playing right now. Now let's get to the Sixers when it comes to the starters. So we started VJ, Tyrese, Kelly, Andre, and Trendon Watford. Now this is my thing. First and foremost, I don't know if Kelly Oubre Jr. got hurt or what, but he should have been in the game more than 15 minutes, bro. I tell you that. I tell you that. Yes, he was 1 of 5 from the field, only 3 points. But I tell you one thing, he's one of our best defenders. So, Nick Nurse, that's another mistake, bro. That's another mistake. You know we can't play good man-to-man defense all like that. There's only 2 defenders on this team that I'm like, no, 3 defenders that's on in the starting lineup that I actually think got confidence in. That's VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Wofford somewhat, right? Everybody else ain't the best at defense. I mean, Drummond ain't the best. Tyrese ain't the best. Walker ain't the best. Justin Evers has his moments. You know what I'm saying? Adem Bona has his moments. It's like, come on, bro. Barlow is okay. But it's like, come on, bro. How you not have one of your best defenders in crunch time moments, bro? Let me talk that talk. That's a Nick Nurse. I blame that on you, bro.
That talk.
And yes, Tyrese Maxey scored 31 points, 13 of 31 from the field, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals. I absolutely love it, but it could be more more efficient. I mean, it could be more efficient. The offense could be a little bit better. It's just like Maxey, 31 shots. The next person that took half of his shots was 15, and that was VJ Edgecombe. He took 15 shots. After that, it goes Barlow with 8 shots, Justin Evers with 7 shots, Quentin Grimes with 10. I just feel like there should be more shots for Kelly. There should be more shots for Trendon Watford. There should be more shots for, especially Kelly. Kelly's the guy. How do you not have Kelly more involved? Now, did he get hurt? I don't know. You know what I mean? But there's no excuses why Kelly only has 5 shots. There's no excuses. This is what I mean by we have to figure out some plays that we can call for certain players so they can get involved. I love Tyrese Maxey, but at the same time, he can't do it all on offense. And that's on Nick Nurse, the 76ers head coach. And the one thing I'm not going to tolerate is we're going to keep seeing the same bull crap. Because we don't know when Joel Embiid's coming back. We don't know when Paul George is coming back. I said Paul Reed. Paul George coming back. Let me hit myself with the stop the cap. We don't know when they're coming back.
The cap. Really. Stop the cap.
It's out of control. It's out of control, man. Embiid is what you are going to get. What you saw from Embiid is what you're going to get. Now just wait and see what you're going to get from. I think Joel Embiid was good his last game. He's just hurt again. Sore knees since starting 4-0. It ain't been looking good. If y'all keep trending this way, y'all, man, Nick Nurse, I think he needs to be out of here if he keeps trending this way. I agree, bro. Yeah. I bet Kyle Lowry just blaming it on Nurse, man. It's crazy, man. I think VJ has come back down to earth. You know what? And I was saying that there needs to be plays called for VJ Edgecombe. There's no calls played for VJ Edgecombe. I just feel like we need more plays called for more of our players besides Tyrese Maxey. Since we don't got Joel Embiid and Paul George and Jarrett McCain, you got to call more plays for other players because you can't just be one-dimensional. We're going to give it to Tyrese Maxey and he's going to put up a shot. That offense is not going to be successful against the better defensive teams. And I'm not going to pretend to say I know everything about basketball, but I know a little bit about something. I know a little bit about basketball. And I tell you one thing, if you just give it to one player and he's chucking up 31 points and he's not efficient enough, you're going to lose the game, respectfully speaking. I love Tyrese, but come on, bro. We got to spread the ball around. I'm not saying this because of Tyrese why it's not being spread around. I just feel like we don't have that traditional point guard. The perfect example, when I mean by a traditional point guard, I'm talking about Rondo back in the day. I'm talking about Tyrese Halliburton right now. Tyrese Halliburton right now is the perfect traditional point guard. I don't think there's one point guard in the game that's a better traditional point guard than him. He's not a hybrid. He's looking to, he can score. Don't get it twisted, but he's looking to get his team an easy bucket. And we don't have that, bro. We don't have that. We got a bunch of hybrid point guards, bro. Meaning they're shooting guards. That's their natural position, but they're playing as point. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's like we got to figure something out, man. We got to have some plays run for other players. We got to do better on defense in general. And there ain't no excuses for this loss. No Cade, and they still want. Hey, listen, bro. Ain't that crazy? They ain't have Cade. They had Jalen. They had Jalen Duran. They ain't have Thompson, bro. We looking bad right now, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It is what it is. You can't tell me as a Sixer fan this ain't a bad L, bro. This is a bad L for the Sixers, respectfully. And I love my Sixers, but this right here is a bad L. It's probably the worst L we had all season, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. This is probably the worst L all season. Worst L all season long. But that's it, y'all. That's the post game show, man. I don't know what else to say because hey, listen, this is a bad L. We got to bounce back. But I'm gonna be honest with you. It's so exhausting being a Sixer fan when you say the same stuff over and over again, and it don't get any easier because then you got the Clippers on Monday. And then you got the Raptors. With the Raptors, I'm not sure what they're looking like, but I know they got some players on the Raptors, so that's not going to be easy. So, hey, listen, we're going to see what happens, but right now it's not looking that good. Outscored in the fourth quarter alone, 26-15, y'all. That is unacceptable. You're not winning many games when that happens. Sixers got outscored 26-15 fourth quarter. Got beat by the Pistons without most of their starters. Like, come on, man. This is a tough L. We'll see what happens next game against the Clippers. Until next time, I want to say everybody that's in the building, man, God bless. Have a wonderful day. He said, "Where's L for y'all?" Me was the Bulls. Yeah, that was a bad L too, man. That was a bad L. Y'all should beat the Clippers. They trash. No, we bad right now, bro. Respectfully, I understand what you're saying, bro. We're playing bad right now, bro. Like this is some bull crap. Like I'm a big Sixer fan, bro, but this is bull crap, bro. Like you losing to a team without their best players. And you still got Tyrese Maxey. You know what I mean? You still got Tyrese Maxey. Bull said go Pistons. I ain't worrying about none of that you talking about, bro. I'm hitting you with the stop the cap. I ain't worrying about it, bro.
Stop.
I ain't worrying about it. We gonna bounce back. I ain't worrying about none of that, bro.
Stop the
Hey,
cap.
I hit you with the stop the cap, and I'm hitting you with the dang on bro, man. We gonna get y'all back, man. We gonna beat you when it counts the most in the playoffs. If we get to the playoffs, when we get to the playoffs, we gonna beat you when it counts the most. I ain't worrying about none of that, bro. Hey, listen, I feel some type of way right now as a Sixer fan. We lost to the dang on Pistons without Cade Cunningham, without Jalen Duran, and without Thompson. And we still took the L, bro. And we had some of our starters. We had a Tyrese Maxey and a VJ Edgecombe to name a couple of our starters, and we still took the L, bro. We still took the L. But I'm supposed to be happy. Like, listen, bro, I'm talking that talk, man. It is what it is, bro.
Talk that.
I ain't worrying about none of that, bro. I feel some type of way, man. I'm not taking no team serious with a. Hey, listen. Hey, listen, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. Hey, Paul, what you call him? Podcast P. Hey, listen, man. I ain't worrying about none of that though. He got to get it together, man. Y'all not going to. All right, I got to get off this live stream for that nonsense, bro. Y'all ain't going nowhere, bro. Respectfully speaking, y'all not going nowhere. We're going to get the Pistons back. But I'm gonna be honest with you though. I got to give y'all credit though. I got to give y'all a lot of credit. Y'all played good. Listen. Y'all play hard. That's one thing about the Pistons. They playing hard. Um, you know, my favorite Piston team was back in the day when they had Rip Hamilton, when they had Prince, Ben Wallace, one of my favorite players. You know what I mean? Billups. They had some dogs. Rasheed Wallace, man. That's the team that I. But they're not like that though. They got Cade Cunningham, and Jalen Duran, he all right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really worrying about Thompson like that. He's really athletic, but I ain't really worrying about Thompson like that. I ain't really worrying about your squad. I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all had a good game. Y'all got the dub. We ain't worrying about none of that you talking about, bro. But I'm out, man. Have a wonderful day. God bless each and every one of y'all. Have a great weekend and be safe out there. Until next time, I'm out.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.